All right, folks, time for a weekend trip. Well, one night trip. And I'm bringing little buddy with me. She's a little afraid of the car, but should be okay.
This is going to be a disaster.
So it should be really cool. Looking forward to it. Let's do it. All right, folks, so I'm taking a little detour right before I get to the town that I'm staying in. So I'm taking a detour to this other town called McLeod. And supposedly there's supposed to be a really great vista point to view Mount Shasta in this town or near this town. So that's where I'm headed. So there's the mountain. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Apparently the vista point was just east of this town. Turns out it's 8 miles east of this town. And I don't feel like driving 8 miles out and then 8 miles back. That's a lot of time wasted. So I'm gonna have to turn around here somewhere. And it's almost 2 p.m. now, so I only have limited time today to paint, so I want to make sure I can get in as much painting as I can, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to relax, enjoy myself, and do some painting. So I just don't have a lot of time today to spend on driving around. All right, folks, so I just stopped at this gas station. Really cool view of Mount Shasta. Not exactly the view I'm looking for, but if this is the only view I can find, I'm gonna come back. So check it out. There's like some warehouse or something in front, so not the best view, but not a bad view either. Pretty epic. So I'm definitely digging this spot. I just may have to, I want to try to get a clearer view of it without some kind of barn or warehouse there. The main challenge is gonna be keeping little buddy off my lap while I'm trying to do the painting. That's going to be the challenge. So we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, so I found a spot. I don't know that I'm really allowed to park here, but it's super epic. Check out the view. It's an amazing view. And this is a pretty small town. I'm kind of on the outskirts of town. There's like 1,300 people population, so everybody kind of knows everyone, I assume. So I'm just gonna park here for like 20 minutes, bang out this amazing painting. So let's do it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I got Kitty on the other seat. She's kind of happy, relaxing, so shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, I don't think anybody will bother me, so should be cool. Should be pretty cool, man. I'm excited. This is unbelievable view. All right, we're getting into the painting now, finally. This was just really incredible view, like I said. A good way to start the day, I think. Even though I got kind of a late start in the day, you know, it just took me a few hours to drive out here. And but anyway, so the challenging thing with this painting is just the amount of distance that you see when looking at this mountain in real life. The values are so subtle. And that's something I really struggled with, as we'll see here. Really matching the color as well, getting that color to be the same. The problem is I think I got a little too detailed with what I was trying to do. I mean, I think I simplified it overall pretty well, but still, like when you're out there, there's so much. The mountain is so big. And it's definitely difficult. It's difficult to, you know, when I'm focusing in on these shadows on the mountain, you know, my eye adjusts to those shadows, so they end up looking darker than they should be, and I end up painting them darker than they should be. There's things like that. There's very hard, you know, there's, what am I trying to say? You know, it's difficult challenges that I had to like work through, try to figure out as I'm painting this. You know, it's not every day that I paint mountains like this. I hardly ever paint mountains like this, especially from life. So it's definitely challenging. It's definitely new to me. It's a cool experience. So I just do my best, you know, when I approach new subjects and things like this. I mean, every subject is basically just a set of shapes and colors and values. That's all any subject really is. So that's kind of what I was trying to simplify here. I was trying to just break everything down into values, and you can see I'm starting to get dark in the foreground now, and that really helps push the depth, push the mountain back a little bit. So that's what I was trying to get at here by just kind of darkening those trees in the foreground and some of the grasses there. Overall, it's not a bad effort, but it's just it's a hard subject. It's a tough thing to try to capture. All right, folks, here's the final painting with the tape removed. No doubt this is going to be a weekend of challenge, that's for sure. And getting those values is going to be really important and super challenging. Kitty was fine. She kind of just... She freaked out at one point. Some kind of car drove by, had some noise, and kind of scared her. But other than that, she's been okay. So now I'm going to check out another viewpoint, I think on the other side of the mountain. We'll see what I can find before the sun sets. Okay, so it looks like in my location, I only have till 4:49, and then the light is gone. So not a lot of time. I could always paint after the sun goes down as well. I'm going to paint as much as I can and just enjoy myself, you know, not get stressed out about anything. You know, I had a stressful work week editing video all week for work. I have my day job, so now I'm just chilling out, man. Chilling out, doing something different. So let's do it. Let's go find this next location. Just made it to the Airbnb. I decided to drop off little buddy here at the Airbnb, just so that she's a little less stressed, less car time. It looks like I have about an hour before sunset. So I'm gonna go out and find a view. Check out the view from my Airbnb. So right out the window here is Mount Shasta. Pretty cool. Doesn't look as cool right now because it's completely in sunlight. There's no shadow at all. But I think for now I'm gonna head north on I-5. Kind of get on the north side of it a little bit. Should have a little bit more shading and shadowing. Should be some places for me to pull off, some vista points and stuff to pull off and paint at. So I need to get on the road, and then after that I'll probably pick up some dinner or something, figure that out. And then I'll come back and have a little party with little buddy and make sure she doesn't destroy this place. I'm sure she'll be fine. She doesn't really do much. She's just checking everything out. Oh, buddy. Just checking everything out. What do you think? She probably has no idea what's going on. We're only here for one night, heading back home tomorrow, so she'll be like, what the heck did we do that for? Alright, I'm gonna hit the road. Okay, well, I'm not gonna literally hit the road. That'd be kind of mean to the road, so I'm gonna ride on the road. Alright guys, this is so awesome. This is so epic. This is so amazing. I hope I can pull this off, but you gotta check out this view. This is incredible. Look at this. This is perfect. Wow. It is so unbelievably quiet. Look at that view. Look at that view. Man, I gotta paint that. This gotta be a good painting, man. This gotta be a good painting. Either way, whether it's a good painting or a bad painting, this is an amazing experience, and that's what matters, you know. I got one cow buddy over there, and we're just hanging out on this dirt road I turned off on back there. And look at this light. This is incredible. This is what I came out here to do. This is way better than the first view. The lights, oh, this is incredible. Let's do it. Let's do it before I lose the light. Yeah, I'm super stoked about this one, man. This is awesome. This is amazing. This painting spot way better than the first one, just because of the lighting for the most part. But it also made it super challenging. This was a very risky type of painting to do. I don't even know if my drawing was the best. I kind of drew the mountain way too large. I kind of zoomed in, I think, too much. But, you know, I'm starting here out just with the warm tones. I captured that foreground first because that was the thing that was going to change the most, for the most part. I knew that that foreground, those hills in the foreground, that light was going to change. So I wanted to capture that color that was there. And the mountain, I mean, we'll see at the end here. I'll show you guys the difference between what the scene looked like before I started painting and then what it looked like right after I finished the painting. And you'll be amazed at how much this light changes. And that's really the difficult thing here that I struggled with. So I'm putting on a lot of warm tones, obviously, and then blending down into these grayer, cooler greens and purples where these trees start growing on the mountain at the bottom. And it was a lot cooler in the evening now. You know, this is the end of, mid-December, or it's mid-November. So this is, it's kind of cold outside. It's in the evening. I'm in the shadow. I'm in the shade. So it made it difficult because the light changes so dramatically, so quickly. But I had to sit there and wait for layers on the painting to dry. And it was, it's a tough battle. And that's the challenging thing about watercolor and plein air in the winter when it gets cooler, in the cooler months. Just waiting for things to dry. I find that I have to be a little more direct with my painting. Yeah, it's really a struggle. And I struggled a lot with this painting on getting it to look three-dimensional like I'm doing here, like these ridges and all these little crevices and stuff. I try not to overwork it, but yeah, super challenging. And the painting like this in the evening, it's only going to get warmer and warmer and warmer. So yeah, overall, man, it's really tough. But let's take a look at the photographs. So we're going to see before I painted. So that's what it looked like before, and then we'll see as the sun is setting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is why plein air painting from life is such a challenge. That was unbelievably difficult, challenging, but look at that. It would be so hard to capture that in watercolor in this short amount of time on the first try. Super improbable. But this landscape is just incredible. It's literally 1 minute off I-5 and you can barely hear the traffic or any cars. And it's just, what an unreal painting location. I'm so glad I went out here and tried this. I'm gonna take some photos because this could definitely be a painting for later on in the studio to try it again or something. But what an incredible view. What an incredible place, man. I definitely have to come back here in the spring when it's like so much snow on the mountain. Probably be a lot easier to paint with all that white. But that is just unbelievable. Unbelievable, incredible. What an amazing experience. Anyway, we'll take a closer look at the painting once I get back. I'm gonna pick up some dinner on the way home, and then we'll see how little buddy's doing, how she's hanging out, holding the fort down. So I will see you there. Let's do it. We made it back. We made it back. Or I made it back. So I got some Thai food here for dinner. Hopefully it's pretty good. Better than nothing. Haven't really eaten much today, so looking forward to this meal. Probably, I think I might tonight, once it gets a little more dark outside, I might try to take some star night sky photography. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if there's too much light pollution out here in the small town that I'm in. I don't know. I might try it and see what happens. So here's the first photo that I took, and I took 3 different photos, long exposures, and you'll see I end up getting more and more stars. And in the last photo right here, you can see a little bit of the galaxy there in the middle, but I wasn't really facing the correct way in the sky. I was unable to, so these were the best efforts that I got. I'm mostly happy with it. I struggle with these values, like I said earlier, in these shadows. Getting it to look natural, that's pretty tough. And I struggled with this transition from mountain to trees and stuff. But, I think I got the essence of what was there. So, pretty happy with this one. So this next one was super duper challenging. It was colder in the evening. I had the window down in the van, so it was a lot colder. It took longer to dry. I'm happy with the color harmony. Came out really cool. These warms and cool shadows and stuff. Once again, these different shadows and ridges and all this stuff. It looks like a mountain, but it's really tough getting these shapes to really look three-dimensional. And I think the drawing here is part of the problem. I should have zoomed out a lot more and made the mountain smaller. Really got the whole mountain in there. I think I zoomed in too close on the mountain or drew it too large. So overall, I'm happy with today. They're not the greatest paintings ever, but I'm learning, and that's the important part. I'm learning from this process, so hopefully the paintings tomorrow will be better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to end this episode here, so we'll see in the next episode what ends up happening. Who knows, but I'm pretty tired. It's only like 6 p.m., but I'm pretty tired already, so I'm going to chill out and get everything ready for tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed this little episode today, and let me know down below what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Take care of yourself. Peace.